Thank you. Thank you. Good evening to St. Michael's for the closing concert of LIFEM this year. And thank you for bearing with us while we get you all into a wonderfully full church tonight. I just have a few house announcements. So you can see that we are filming tonight. Pleasures in store. So we are filming. So if you have phones on, please could they go off? And I'm very excited tonight because if you've been coming all week, you'll notice that I give what I call the pitch report, which I've borrowed from the cricketing world. But the pitch report tonight is very exciting because tonight A is at 466, the lofty heights of 466, so A 466 tonight. So before I introduce the artists to the stage, there's just a few things I want to say. This is the closing night of the concert. It's been a wonderful closing concert of the festival, sorry. It's been a wonderful 4 days, and a few people I just want to thank. This is my fifth festival as festival director, but it is the first festival curated by our new artistic director, Eric Bosgraf. Eric not only gave a standout concert that opened us on Wednesday, if you were here, but has been an ever-present throughout. It's been a joy to have you with us, Eric, and to work with you, and I just want to say thank you very much. Where are you, Eric? The second is that LIFEM is a very, very small team of approximately one, and it isn't me. I'm very proud to be your festival director, but your festival producer does an absolutely heroic job in putting this together. The attention to detail is second to none. Many of you will know her from email and would have met her, but I'd also like you to thank Anne Barkway for her work in producing LIFEM. Anne. Thank you. Just a few more words. You will remember, perhaps, if you were here, a lot of familiar faces. Thank you for supporting us, all of you with your festival pass lanyards. Thank you. You may remember me saying on Wednesday that we're a very small festival, but we're trying to do big things. And I hope that you will have heard and seen, especially heard, big things over the past 4 days. I really hope so. We do all of this unfunded. You are our funders, so thank you very much. If in any way you can think you can fund more, then that's absolutely fine, of course. But thank you very much for helping us put on this festival, which is a labor, but it is a labor of love for us. We absolutely love putting on this show, and all of the constituent parts, the exhibition, the workshops, the talks, the demonstrations, and of course these wonderful concerts. So enough from me. Could you please welcome the Royal Wind Music to LIFEM 24. Thank you.
Start playing.
Ladies and gentlemen, dearest audience, we are so pleased to be back here at the London Early Music Festival. We were here in 2008 and we are very delighted to be here. And we play a program that is surrounded with music from the Cathedral of Seville in Spain, 16th century music. And we basically make a musical stroll around the cathedral, and we also enter the cathedral. Just now you heard some music that you could hear on the street and also in the Orange Tree Courtyard. That is the title of our program. And the program was designed and curated by my lovely colleague Maria Martinez Ayerza. And she will guide us on our tour, and she will explain about the music. And right now we will enter the church. Have a lovely evening.
We enter the church indeed, and I also wanted to welcome you in the program with 3 pieces devoted to Maria, who of course is also Our Lady, the main figure in the cathedral itself. And as you know, vocal music tends to work really well on recorders, and so we are going to start with 3 examples. First, something that's more like singing with the community, then to an example of a very intimate motet with very beautiful lines. It is often so that the motets dedicated to Our Lady are the ones with the most beautiful melodic lines, and I hope you'll see that in Guerrero's Virgo Prudentissima. And then we end with a really joyful motet Regina Coeli by Morales. I hope you enjoyed this first block, and I'll see you after that. Since you have the program notes, hopefully, in your books, I don't want to repeat the same things, but I just wanted to comment on the next block, which is when we are looking out of the tower into the city and we imagine the music that is sounding behind the walls of the houses in Seville. I find this a really inspiring thought, and it helps me remember that music now and in the past is made by people, by real people like us, and that it brings people together because, as you can read in the program notes, in Seville there was cultural life and social life, and people who, for example, worked at the cathedral or were connected to the cathedral in some way, priests, for example, but also the visitors, they gathered in the houses to play music, to read poetry, to talk about theology, discuss philosophy, anything. And I think, well, isn't that what we are doing just today? We come together, of course, we play music, you listen, but we also talk about all kinds of things, we meet, and this is just such a wonderful power that music has to bring people together. The music in this block is divided into parts. First, we're going to hear 3 songs by Vasquez, and afterwards 2 solos, 2 quartets playing arrangements of vihuela music. The vihuela was to Spain, but the lute was to basically the rest of Europe, a very popular string instrument. And there were some fantastic players in Seville at the time, and I think you can hear the amazing fantasy of someone who can put a whole polyphonic 4-part fantasia into such a little instrument. I think it's just wonderful, so I hope you'll enjoy the music as much as we do. In Latin, the word anima means soul, but it also means breath, and therefore there's quite a direct connection between the soul and making music with instruments. There's also an ancient connection between wind instruments and the supernatural, and you can see it back in the Baroque period when Bach, for example, uses the recorder in cantatas that have to do with death. So in the next block, we hope to put our souls through our instruments into the music for two funeral pieces, which also on a more technical aspect illustrate very much two styles that were going on in Spain in the late 15th, early 16th century. The composition by Peñalosa, you will see, is basically a plain chant melody, and on top and under it there are blocks of polyphony composed, so the music really sounds like blocks. You will hear it very clearly. Later, polyphony turned into a wave or a game of horizontal lines going, crossing each other, and also became much closer to the text. There's a direct connection between text and music, and this is what you will hopefully hear in the motet by Francisco Guerrero. And with that, we will finish the first half, and we leave one piece of this block for the beginning of the second half.